Hi guys, it's Brigitte. I wanted to share with you a project that I've been working on and off between my design team projects that I made for a swap coming up in December. So anyway, what I did was this is like, I don't know, maybe my biggest work yet. I just went to town on this Shadowbox. It was all plain black with these shelves, and it came with the glass on top. So I left the glass off, and I had gotten it at a garage sale or, you know, like one of those house sales. And it was completely black. I just sanded it lightly, and I went over it with some Rub and Buff antique white. The flowers I went over with some antique white acrylic paint, some gesso, you know, whatever I had on my desk at the time. So I used the Prima romance novel papers. A lot of the embellishments, whether they were romance novel, the new flowers, some of the trinkets, Tim Holtz embellishments, some charms and this and that, you know, bling, and just a lot of stuff, trims, and I had some seam binding, you name it, it went into this kind of with my heart and soul. So anyway, I will show you as best I can. We can start here. That's a cluster of flowers with some Prima bling going down this way. These are the leaves that I used antique white on. I think these are the romance novel leaves. I also used Wild Orchid Crafts, I Am Roses, you know, whatever we all have in our stash is what I used. That's the top. That's a Tim Holtz, I don't know what these are called, in Hope. This is from the chip pieces, the Prima chip pieces. This is an old Prima trim with the rhinestone in the middle. Treasure's Nest, rosette trim, some paper I stuck on there haphazardly, some seam binding with a little locket there. And that's a cameo. I put some of this Maya Road rosette trim. It's really hard to see, but that's the black version of this up here from A Treasure's Nest. That was a dress form that I gessoed over. It was like, it's plastic. It's like, comes in those little button bags at Michael's. So I gessoed her just to give her a whitewash. This little dove came from Carla's shop. These are Prima flowers. A little bit of just some trim I had laying on my desk. Some bling. Here's the paper. Then I layered here with some lace. This is from Beverly's shop, the piece by piece. This was a metal piece that I painted black and went over with antique white. Rub and Buff. Then here, that's the seam binding coming down. More Prima. I think that's a Prima mini rose, or it might be an I Am Roses. Here's the side. So some of the paper I tore and just put with my matte medium. This is a spray I got at Michael's in the Christmas section that you can cut apart. A frog feather trim with another little, I think that little rose is from I Am Roses. So then down here in the corner you have one of the clocks from Prima, the Tim Holtz film strip that I lined with lace, and then the fairy back there, some leaves, a little more of the film strip, That's a rolled rose that I pearl center. That's from Tiffany, Mama Tiffy, her Etsy shop. Some more trim, the flower, the rosette trim. Let's see, this is, I think, a Wild Orchid Craft spray, gardenia spray, with one of the little wooden trinkets. This is a lock that I just went over in Rub and Buff. And this is really hard to do, I'm sorry guys. And then this trim I got from a friend of mine in Iraq. I layered, this is one of the dies from MFT I had sitting around from another project on my desk. Whitewashed a Tim Holtz clock, a gear, and this is one of the Webster's Pages flowers. Let's see, I want to say that's Girls Paperie back there, or maybe We Are Memory Keepers. One of the corner chipboards that wound up getting covered in flowers. This is Wild Orchid Crafts, that it was a silver bracket, and I took my pitch black alcohol ink and then I went over it in the antique white Rub and Buff. So here, this is all from the romance novel. A chip, you know, the wooden piece. I layered a little key and a flower. This is a Tim Holtz bottle that I rolled up some of the extra paper and, you know, made it like little scrolls in there. Some of the paper and bling layered back there. And then down here, I have a little lock. These are what? This is Prima. Oh, you know what? These are all Prima here. I think that might be Prima too. And then I had a chain that I added some charms, a key. I made this from an old necklace and then added the locket, which is just the charm. This was also part of the necklace, and I just put a crown with it. And then I whitewashed the little token from Tim Holtz, which says unique, and then I just glued it like that. And then back there, that was a little ticket from a packaging that I kept sewn onto a little doily punch. And then I put it on one of my crocheted doilies back there. So let's see, I think that's it. Then, oops, sorry, this side is, I don't know if this is I Am Roses. I think, I don't know guys, I'm sorry. I layered it with a crocheted butterfly. This is also, again, that Treasure's Nest trim, a cameo, a little scissor peeking out there. And then again, I cut the papers. This is some pearl spray here, and another little cluster of flowers. Sorry, it's so hard to straddle the tripod and like bend over and do this. A little the other corner from the Wild Orchid Crafts filigree corner, and then just a lock there. So that is it. If you guys have any questions on what I did, or if I didn't go over something, please don't hesitate to leave a comment or private message me. You know, ask me whatever you'd like. I love hearing from you guys, and I'd love to know what you think of this. So I hope everyone has a great weekend, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.